Hello, guys, how are you doing? It has been a very wonderful week we've been having indeed, and I'm so excited, to be doing this video with you guys. You're welcome to the channel. My name is Evangeline Imamezi. I am a content creator, not just a content creator, I am a life coach. I am a a child of God, and I love to encourage people, to inspire people to do more with their lives. I believe that there is so much in the individual that has not been cultivated, and that's what causes people to live below the, below what God, expects of them to live. God has blessed us. He has given us all spiritual blessings, physical, spiritual, in every way we have been blessed. But how can we now harness these gifts, these blessings, to bring about the most, wonderful and most endearing life there is? It can only happen when we know who we are in Christ and we harness the power of our minds to live a productive life. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking to us about how to actually start. There is so much in you that you have dreamed about, you have thought about, you have processed in your head. And how do I go about this thing that is in my mind? I think that is one of the most asked questions. People ask me, Evangeline, how do I go about this? How do I do this? How do I start this dream? How do I start this channel? How do I start this business? How do I start this company? How do I start this community? How do I start this idea that is in my head? This is why you're here. I'm going to tell you exactly the profitable steps to take. I'm going to show you eight steps that you can take, that eight powerful tips that you can take with you and use them to start. Eight reasons why, no matter what, you have to start. Number one, on how to actually start, and that would be, stop waiting for the perfect condition. There is never going to be a perfect condition. Let me tell you, let me blow your mind. There's never going to be a perfect condition. It is you that's going to make up your mind and say, this is the time to start this particular thing. It is time for me to start. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to try to say, okay, this is what I have to do. I'm not going to, no, stop it. Stop all that and just start. There's never going to be a perfect condition. So you are the one that's going to decide and say, this is it for me. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to start this thing. I'm going to do this thing to the glory of God. It's up to you. Nobody's going to push you. You're the one that's going to start. It's up to you to make up your mind to start. You are the one that will say, it's time for me to do this. There's nobody that can push you. There's nobody that can tell you, start before you will now start. No, it doesn't work like that. You are the only one that can push yourself, that can motivate yourself and make yourself to start. So you have to start. And by the grace of God and by the power of God, it is a very easy thing. So no matter what you are about to do, no matter what, whatever it is, start that business, start that dream, start that, that thing that has been on your mind. Start it. Number two, and that will be, pray and plan. Now you have to pray and plan alongside starting. Many people just start this thing. They just say, oh, I'm going to start, and they just start and they don't pray. There is no power, no usefulness that you can get if you don't pray. How are you going to live your life? Pray and start. God is the beginning and the end of everything beautiful. So you want to start a business, you want to start an idea, there's something in your mind that you've been looking forward to starting. You have to start with prayer. Prayer is so important. You cannot underemphasize it, you cannot overemphasize it. It is just the way it is. You have to pray. And when you pray, you start. Okay, there is no easier way to say it. Commit this idea to God, this business, this dream, this innovative idea that has come to you. Commit it to God. Commit it to God. And you'll be surprised that by doing that, it will open doors that you never thought were possible, solutions that you never saw, around you. It will give you multiplied idea. Your IQ will increase, your understanding will deepen, your knowledge will increase. Everything about you just increases when you add God to it. So the importance of praying concerning whatever it is you want to start can never, you can't push it away. It is very important for you to pray. It's very important for you to put that thing into God's hand and watch what God will do with it. Watch what God will do with it. Now there's so many people that just they believe that, oh, I can handle this thing, just leave it for me, I'm gonna handle it. No, 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 no. The God we serve is a God that is so interested in every little details that concerns us. He is so interested in the very littlest of details. So I don't want you to ever think that I don't think he cares about this. He does. He wants to be a part of everything that concerns you. So you have to start that business and start it with prayer. Start it with prayer. Started with prayer. There was a time I wanted to start my business. Okay, I started with a 3 days fasting and prayer, and as soon as I was done with praying, I launched into this business. This should have been the first point, honestly, because you have to start with prayer, and after you start with prayer, you just start no matter the conditions. Because there's never going to be a perfect timing. Excellence and perfection is built as you start. As you scale, you start from small, you get excellent, you get better, you improve. Your improvement is up to you. So it's up to you to start and scale. It's up to you to start and scale. And that brings me to my third and, amazing, most powerful point. Shift from feelings to faith. Are you there with me? Shift from feelings to faith. So many people are looking for the right feeling. Does this feel right? You understand what I'm trying to say? Does this feel right? The feeling, the feeling, something to push you and make you start. No, there's nothing that's going to make you feel good. I tell you the truth. You will never feel like it. It will never feel like this, the perfect moment. Most of the time, it never feels like that. Okay, most of the time, sometimes it feels like you are dragging yourself and you are fighting and you're pushing back on something that you might not really want to do. But the truth is, no matter what, if you want to make progress, you want to move forward, you want to see improvements in your life, you have to actually start. You have to actually put that effort and start. Because there's never going to be a perfect time or a perfect feeling or a perfect circumstances that will make you to say, oh, I think I can start now. Or, oh, I think this is the feeling I've been waiting for. Take feelings away. Take feelings out of it. Change feelings to faith. Have the faith that is going to be excellent. Have the faith that is going to be good. Have the faith that is going to be productive. Have the faith of God that yes, this thing I'm about to put myself into will work. That is it. And if you can have the faith, it is going to work for you. But if you're looking for feelings, it's just going to be a messy situation and you'll find yourself that you cannot even get to the point of progress because you were just looking for the perfect feeling. But whereas all you needed was a faith that was ready to take on any challenge. So what you need is faith. What you need is faith, not feelings. So I want you to take out that, is it the perfect time? Those questions, those looking for the perfect feeling, and move with faith, move with belief, move with trust that this is going to be excellent for me. I'm going to be able to make it. It's going to happen for me. Yes, that is how to live. That is how to live your life. So I want to congratulate you in advance as you move from feelings to faith. All right, that brings us to my 4 point, and that will be trust God in the unknown. Trust God in the unknown. Now there are so many people who are looking out to see the end from the beginning before they move. You understand? They're looking out at, okay, I want to see the end from the beginning. I want to see the whole picture of this thing, if this is it for me. But you don't have to see the whole picture before you start. You don't need the whole picture to start. Trust God in the unknown. You might not even know the ending. You might not even know the middle. You might not even know the next step. But see, if you can trust God and just move with what you have now, move with who you are now, move with what you can give now, you'll be surprised how much you can produce, how much can come out of you. Well, because you moved with trust, trusting God in the unknown. It is so important beyond business, beyond even our Christian walk, even in our marital life. Okay, you have to trust God in the unknown. There's so many situations that will come to you. You don't even know if, you know, you're just surprised. You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't know if it's gonna be productive. You don't even know if it's gonna be good. But if you can trust God in the unknown, you'd be surprised that you will open up a door for yourself that you never saw coming because you trusted God in the unknown. God will so help you and He will so channel your mind to the right direction. He will so open you up. He will so open you up to different levels of greatness because you were able to give Him your complete trust even in the unknown. I tell you the truth. If your life is a book, most of the time you might not even see the whole chapter for that, because it's a chapter. You might not even see the whole chapter. You might just see the first page of chapter 1. You have to trust God that as you flip the page, the next page will be good. As you flip the page, the next page will be good, and you will read the whole chapter, then go to the next chapter. It is usually like that. So as you live, perfection and excellence is built up, is groomed along the way. It is very important. You cannot remove your trust for God from that walk. Start with God. Start with having some faith and some trust in Him. He will never disappoint you. You will never be disappointed. So yeah, that brings us to my 5th point. Surround yourself with starters. This is a very important point. I have come across people who wanted to start a business and they just were on their own. There was no networking, there was nothing. And I was wondering, how would you say you want to start a business and you're just moving by yourself? You're moving on your own? You don't do that. Start a community. Join a community. Start a conversation. Join a conversation. You understand? Send a DM to somebody who knows something about what you're about to go into. Talk to somebody who has an idea about this phase of your life that you're about to enter. Join a virtual meeting. Join a local meeting. This is so important because you cannot say you are about to grow and become, and you don't do these things. You need people around you. You need people. It makes the work easier. It makes it faster. You understand? You need people. You might start alone, but as you go, you need people. You need a community of people who, are either starting something or they have started something. It helps to push you, it helps to encourage you, keep you motivated, keep you encouraged, keep you inspired. So it's so important that you are in a community of starters. It is so, so important. You cannot underemphasize this. You cannot underemphasize this at all. So it is so important that you find yourself in a community of starters. Yes, don't underemphasize this, because this helped me when I was about to start my podcast. I had to call out to a friend. I told her, hey, what's up? I know that we were both talking about starting a podcast. How far have you gone with yours? She said, oh, I haven't gone, I haven't started, I'm not motivated, I'm not inspired. I told her, okay, come, let us start our podcast together. You start your own, I start my own. Let us call on each other, ask each other, how far have you gone? What did you post today? Were you able to do a video today? Are you improving on your editing skills? What's up with you? Just that alone was so encouraging for me. It helped me to move myself, you understand, from a place of loneliness, doubt, fear, consent, to a place of I can do this, I want to do this, I have somebody to talk to, you know. And this is it. This is how we started, and it has just been a beautiful journey. We started our podcast, and anytime I call her, she's so excited. Anytime she calls me, I'm so excited because something is happening. We are starting something beautiful, and we cannot wait to see the next page, of this beautiful journey that we have started. So start. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect feeling. Trust God in the unknown, and join a community of starters. I think I've given you guys 5 points. This would be my sixth point. Okay, so I'm moving to my sixth point. Now, my sixth point will be kill the fear of judgment. Kill the fear of judgment. Now, it is very easy for you to look down on yourself and tell yourself, you know, I don't have the perfect tools to start this business. I might not be able to scale this business. Let me tell you a story about how I started my fashion design company. Now, I started my fashion design company 5 years ago after, I did some training, learned how to, sew and many other things that I learned along the side. I started, it was not as though it was a very smooth journey from the beginning. How did I start? Now, let me share this, with you. I didn't have a sewing machine, but I loved to sew. I wanted to sew. I really wanted to do something about sewing. So I reached out to a friend. I told her I want to sew. I had not learned how to sew then. Okay. I want to sew. What can I do? And she said, okay, I have a friend who's a very good fashion designer. She's not actually a friend. She's a friend of my father. She has her own company. You can come and learn under her and, find a way to just, go about it and become a professional in the end. And I said, okay. So that is how I started taking my fashion design courses, classes, and every other thing. It was just so surreal for me because I was supposed to pay more money to get the tools and everything in place, but because I had already this girl was already my friend, I was able to speak to her, and we spoke to this lady, and she just accepted me. She said, come, pay whatever you have and start. Do you see the power of just deciding to start? I would have paid a larger sum of money, but I paid so little. She said, pay whatever you have. I want to shock you. I paid 5,000 naira to start my fashion design business. This lady was already a big time fashion designer. The list she collected from her students was 50K, but I paid 5K. The power of deciding to start. You might not even have the money, the tools, the anything. Just start. So I was done with the whole course. In next 2 years I was done, but I didn't have a sewing machine yet. So what did I do? Okay, I started joining myself with people who had sewing machine. I'll just meet this lady. I said, oh, you have a sewing machine, right? I want to sew. Can I use a sewing machine? I had about three different ladies, fashion designers. I'll go and meet them. Please, can I use your sewing machine, to finish up this dress, to make this dress, blah blah blah. I'd already started telling people I'm a fashion designer, I make beautiful clothes. So yeah. And that is how, one day this lady just walked up to me, one of the women I usually go to her shop to sew, and she said, "Oh, you've been coming to my shop a lot. You don't have a sewing machine, right?" I said, "No, I don't have, but I would really love one." And she said, "Oh, okay. This sewing machine that you always love, anytime you come to my store, this particular sewing machine that you always use, take that one." And that is how I got my very first sewing machine. The power of starting. The power of starting. Now, don't judge yourself. Avoid self judgment. Avoid it with all your heart. Don't say, the place where I am right now is not productive, it's not conducive, I don't think I can do this. Don't say that to yourself. Don't say that to yourself. Don't say that to yourself. Okay? So, no matter where you are, just start. Start that thing. That thing that that's been in your mind. You want to do it. Go ahead and start it. Start that business. Start that podcast. Start that book. I know so many of you want to write your first book. Go for it. There's never going to be a perfect time. Go for it. Don't judge yourself. Go for it. And everything will just start unveiling. The road will unveil. The tools will come. What you need they will come. But if you don't start, it's as though you are on a standstill and nothing is gonna happen. That brings me to my seventh point. Excellence and perfection is in levels. Excellence and perfection is in levels, my brothers and sisters. Excellence and perfection is in levels. You look at that thing you're about to start and you say, I'm not excellent yet, I'm not perfect yet, I might not be able to start this thing. I need to wait until I am perfect before I will start. My dear, there's never going to be a perfect time. Just start. Just what? Just start. It's never going to be perfect. Let me be honest with you. It's never going to be perfect, especially in the beginning. But if you choose to start, if you decide to start, you would unveil a next level of perfection and excellence, another level of perfection and excellence, another level of perfection and excellence, and that is how you continue to build perfection and excellence. This is a very priceless secret I'm giving to you. Perfection and excellence are in level. What might look perfect today will not be perfect tomorrow. Trust me. And what might not look perfect is actually your level of perfect and excellence. Start from there. You will scale, you would grow. But if you say you will not start, you will never be able to uncover that next level of excellence and even go beyond the level of excellence you thought was possible, or you thought is the norm, or you thought should be. So yeah, perfection and excellence are in levels. Don't you look down on yourself. Don't look down on your starting point. Don't look down on the little things that you have. You think they are little. That's a lie. It's a lot. It's a lot. You'll be surprised at what you even have. So many people don't have it. Okay, so start from there. Start small and scale and grow big. Yes, start small and scale and grow big. I can't wait to see you do mighty things. I just can't wait to celebrate with you. And that brings us to my last point. Oh my Lord, oh my God. And my last point is just start. 2 simple words. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Just start. And then by the end of this video, you might have made up your mind to start. Just start. You have all it takes to start that business. You have all it takes to start that podcast. You have all it takes to start that dream that is, you have it. You have all it takes. Just by even talking about it, telling 1 or 2 people about it, marketing the thing. It is a way to start, Just by whatever it is you're about to go into. Start it. Just start it. Don't wait for the perfect feeling or the perfect time or the perfect circumstances. Start. Just start. Just start and just start. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you were inspired and I hope you learned something from this video, because that is the reason why we come on here to talk, to inspire you, teach you, enlighten you. I hope you've learned something. Please hit the notification button, subscribe to our channel, comment. I want to hear from you. I really want to hear from you. What did you learn? What are your action steps? What are you deciding to do from today? What came to you? What touched you? What was that word or that phrase or that sentence that touched you and made you to say, okay, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna begin this dream. I'm gonna begin this purpose. I'm going to begin this vision. I'm going to move into it and watch it prosper, watch it thrive, watch it grow, and watch it become. Congratulations again. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye for now. Thank you so much, and I love you so dearly.